Hello YouTube, this is a new area, the Rogue, on Dark Spear. Last video I made with this exact same concept in mind won't go up to YouTube because apparently I ran a little bit overboard on time, so we're going to do 2 parts this time. I'm going to try and explain everything as quickly as possible, the same as I did last video that didn't get uploaded. And this time, instead of showing you the PTR, I'm going to show you my actual character and some of that work. Okay, what I was discussing was the fact that on the PTR and in Cataclysm, people QQ about paladins being overpowered and about rogues having recuperate. Now, recuperate makes us lose combo points to heal over time, so we get a hot and swap for place of the combat points that we could use for damage, which is a good reason as to why it's not overpowered, obviously. I'd just like to point out the fact that almost every class in the game, besides rogues, have a good defense up to where their health isn't really an issue. And I'll show you that right now. I'm on my normal character, not on the PTR, and I'm going to try and load all this up for you real quick, show you what's going on. Okay, character creation screen, camera around for a guess. Okay. Let's see classes here. Let's find somebody that can play most classes. We'll go with, I don't know who is allowed the most classes, so this is kind of hit or miss for me. Okay, we'll use the troll for now. Alright, warrior. Well, that's okay, there we go. Warrior. Alright, a warrior has plate armor, and it's a melee class. With plate armor, you know, obviously they're not too worried about the damage they take because they have armor that can handle it. Death Knights have the armor to handle damage, plus they have pets, etc., etc. They're pretty safe. Shamans can have the wolves, depending on your spec. They have healing and mail armor. Hunters have their pet, which is really powerful if you're beast mastery. Plus they have traps to mitigate damage to keep you off of them. Different shots depending on how you play also. Mages are a little kind of like how I'm going to explain rogues. Mages can freeze you down to the ground. They have polymorph, which is obviously a really powerful spell. I don't play a mage, so I don't know all the names here. You'll have to excuse me. And they're clawthies, which is why I'm going to use them closely to resemble what we're talking about with rogues. Priest, obviously, can heal. We've also got druids, which can heal. Trying to find all the races for you guys here. Or all the classes. Paladin, which is the mutant class. Just kidding. Lysol, in case you're watching. It's a healer with plate armor. A lock. Locks have a life drain. Also have a pet. Now, if you go to the rogue, as of right now, before Cataclysm comes out, which should be the 7th of December, we're on Monday right now. Tuesday we should have a Cataclysm patch and 3 more patches before we get Cataclysm content, which would be the 7th. We'll slowly have it leaked into the game into patches. The rogue right now is a leather armor melee with no way to heal. Now, this is where my problem is with people bitching about recuperate. We are the only class in the game, almost, that has bad armor. I mean, we're in leather, and as we all know, leather's not that great of an armor. Better than cloth, but I mean, we've also got mail and plate. So, rogues they wear close to the lowest armor in the game, and we have no moves to heal ourselves. No way. We have Vanish and Cloak Shadows, which is a tiny bit of damage that we can get avoided. We have Blind for crowd control. Okay, everyone else in the game has a lot of other stuff. Like mages have polymorph and other CCs. Warlocks have fear. They've got their pet. They've got life drain, etc., etc. You know, everybody has something going on for them. We get recuperate and Cataclysm. Now, my problem is, why complain about recuperate when we're getting something that's going to make a difference with where we're melee, we're not wearing heavy armor, and now we'll have something that'll heal us, which will save us a little bit of damage. Plus, we're losing our combo points, so we won't be doing as much damage when we're using recuperate. So it makes sense. It's a good way to balance out the survivability of a rogue. A lot of people aren't happy with this because they're saying rogue shouldn't be able to heal. Doesn't make any sense. It makes sense. It balances out the class. If paladins can heal and wear plate armor, they can do huge damage, but they're perfectly balanced, right? I mean, really? The only two classes in the game that can break their bubble is a warrior and a priest. The two classes that make up a paladin. That makes perfect sense, right? Okay? Paladin bubbles, I just have to stand there for 10 minutes and wait for him to get out if it's one-on-one. I mean, you just gotta hang out and hope for the best. Not exactly how I want to play the game, but, it happens. Okay, let's show you, I'm going to show you Nueri, the character I play on Darkspear, Rogue, level 80. This is my character. Let me take off my action bars real quick. Dollar on sewers right now. And that would be him. Click this back on. I'll show you my, let's make a campfire real quick. Okay, show you my PvE armor. That's a mixture of tier 10 and tier 9 with some sanctified pieces. You can't really tell. The gloves are sanctified. Shoulders are normal T10, 60 badges frost, and the helmet's tier 9. Okay, switch back to our PvE and finish what we're talking about. Okay, all this, I don't run add-ons per se. This is all standard bars. I don't know if the camera's not going to pick it up. From where my mouse is all the way over to this button here is all keybinds. I've got all my extraction bars turned on. The only add-ons I do use are completely useless as far as play. I have a wintergrass timer here, which just tells me when wintergrasp is. I've got a Atlas loot here, which just tells me what drops and what dungeons and so on and so forth. That's just more of so I don't have to look it up on Thoughtbot or something. That doesn't really count. And the last add-on that I really use is right here, which is called Class Portrait Frames. All it does is instead of having your face in the little box on your unit frame right here, it changes it to a picture of what your class is. So 2 daggers with some green for rogues, a hammer for paladins, etc., etc. I prefer that because I don't like seeing the little faces and whatnot. It's kind of aggravating. Let me run back a little bit here. Okay, now I'm going to show you a little about how a rogue fights in PvP. I'll duel somebody. We're going to do that in part 2 right now, so I'm going to click over to the other video, and then I will show you a rogue right now with none of the Cataclysm content in the game. The stuff will be out tomorrow, so I'll show you how that works real quick. I'll see you in a few.